Ah! Before the founding of House Yorkie. Before Yorkshire was even on the maps. Who are my people, the brigands of Brigantia? So let me take you back in time. For I am Yorkie the Barbarian. And this is my time in Golarion in Pathfinder Kingmaker. Right. We have a couple of people who need to get rid of Death's Door. Quick rest will do that. Now, let's have a look at what we've got here. Pariah. That's a Miri. It's the only companion quest. Bloody crap, talk to Sherelle. Talk to Faye, Trail of Misfortune. The Curse, 105 days. 4 secondary stats. Alright, and the Lonely Hunter. So I need a Miri with me, but first I need to go to the bar. Over to the tavern. There she is. The barbarian sips a beer from a mug with a grim look. She hesitates as if she doesn't know where to begin. Once I told you about my tribe, remember? 6 bears, of course I remember. Me, I'd be happy to forget, but they were spotted on your lands. Our scouts told they saw their camp near the Numeria border. What are they doing? You asking me? I'd have no idea. I really hoped I'd never see their ugly face again. I walked across Numeria to be as far from them as I could, and now they followed me? What the hell? So let's visit my old tribe, find out what do they want so far from their snow, then we can kick them back. She finishes a beer in one gulp, then belches and stumbles towards the tavern maid. Toward another one. Right, so we need to take her with us. Let's exit. Reg, I'm going to drop you for her. And need you to ramp up. See. All right. Combat reflexes, I think. For this one. Barbarian. Increased damage reduction. It's not much, but it's there. Right. Now, let me have a look at here. 9 out of 20, so I can build some there. Can anything go next to a shrine or a brewery? Oh, we need a lighthouse on. Mansion could be good. We'll put that there. Oh, printing house. Lindsay's printing house. Let's do that. We don't have a stocks in there. We need stocks. Troll quarters. Ooh. Monument. Shrine. Ah. Yes. Monument there then. None of that's working. Jail. Next to barracks, we can't do that. Next to fort, we can't do that. Library. Adjacent to courthouse, printing house. Can't do either of them right now. Brothel. Place to purchase a companionship of all sorts. All checks for events addressed by the Grand Diplomat Minister are made with a random modifier ranging -2 to +3. Ooh. Interesting. That's a challenge. We'll take it. Cistern. Next to park. Halfling brewery. Increase relations. Jail. Settlement with a watchtower. We don't have a watchtower. Oh. Okay. Adjacent to courthouse, adjacent to printing house. Neither of those can happen. Mansion. Has its advantages for sure. Park. Adjacent to the town hall, not happening. Next to a museum, not happening. Sacred Grove. When adjacent to a monolith, we can do that. Because that's what that becomes in the end. So we'll do that. A shop. We can put a smithy right there. There's nowhere to put that. Put the mansion. Oh, it can't fit there. All right. Interesting. Cistern. Next to park, which we can't do. What else shall we put there? Mage Tower? Yeah, that's fine. Nope. Won't fit. Not sure why we can't rotate them. But apparently we can't. Dance hall. Doesn't need to be next to anything. And the rest we'll leave out for now, I guess. Now, we're going to head down to the south now, marchers. Right down here. Because we should probably have a couple of people wanting to shop there.
I need to catch my breath.
Just need to check something. Alright, we got Trollhounds. And the Dreamer Cat. I'm not too worried about these at this point.
Leading you out of our story.
Well, humans today have helped the Dreamer Cat today, and he does not forget who helped her. We shall meet again. Perhaps, who knows? Who cares? Maybe he'll help us. I doubt it.
Be welcome.
Right. Off we go. Down to the south now, marchers.
Need to catch my breath.
And into the New Forest.
I'm hungry. When we stop.
I'm sure you are. Stop whining.
I won't be halted.
Oh, there's someone there. A young woman catches your eye. She looks like she has come from far away. She approached with a dancing gait and addresses you, speaking an unfamiliar drawl. May the perfect human protect you. I am happy to meet you, O worthy one. My name is Shania. Yeah. But you may simply call me the Tulip, as all the best of my friends do. Ever since the sun rose today, I've had a feeling I shall take part in a grand encounter. One that shall change our fates forever, and lo, it is so. Praise be the perfect human for this gift he has bestowed upon these eyes. And so we meet. What next? You, O worthy one, can help me find my calling. I am beset by doubt. What if by choosing the path of a master smith, I am making terrible mistake? After all, I, Shania the Tulip, have seen many wonders, the likes of which your humble realm has never heard of, and I wish to recount them, but alas, I cannot write in your language. For this reason I require a writer, and a worthy one. I have witnessed Master Chokek cover emptiness in tattoos, and a human grew out of them. For these patterns were so intricate and deep that the ink became more important than the flesh. Trust me, for I have woven the tale of these events myself. Perhaps I have been destined to become the muse to a great writer. If, O worthy one, you find a suitable scribe for me, I shall pay you back handsomely with my wisdom. Lindsay loves stories. You can talk to her. I am grateful, O worthy one. I shall relate to you the story of my ancestor, Vu Balak. Let us see if she is nimble enough to write it all down without omitting any of the colourful details. I greet you, young Lindsay. They say you are writing a book. That is most fortunate, for I can embellish it with a few stories that have lived during my adventures. Once I met a monk from the House of Perfection. He was an ascetic and hadn't eaten for 4 whole years. Hold on, 4 years? Are you sure that he ate almost absolutely nothing? Maybe it was, well, you know, some kind of moderate fasting. More like a diet, like when you do eat but only a little bit. No. Why do you think of that? Breaking his ascesis would have been a shameful weakness. He did not eat at all. The people revered him as a pious and enlightened man, whose spirit was very strong. But I, as soon as I met him, suspected he might be a liar. So I decided to expose him for what he truly was. Wait a moment. 4 years? That's impossible. If I skip breakfast and dinner, my stomach hurts so badly I can hardly walk. It's really hard to believe that this monk could spend 4 years like... Young Lindsay, by paying attention to such important details, you run the risk of missing the heart of the matter. As I was saying, I decided to bring the monk's dishonesty to light. I enlisted the services of a shaitan who owed me a favour. This earth genie stood in front of the monk and sang a song. And that very moment the hermit's face twitched, and a stream of stones erupted from his mouth. Imagine this. He had swallowed rocks to fill up his stomach to save himself pangs of hunger. He swallowed enough stones to fill his stomach and lived, and never had to eat again. As far as I know, it doesn't work like that. Oh, of course I'll write down your story, but I doubt it will enjoy much success. It's just too incredible for our provincial audience. With a guilty smile, Lindsay turns away. I'll remain silent. This between them two. Perhaps I'm not as good at telling stories as I thought. After all, putting the events of the past into words is not quite the same as witnessing them. Perhaps I chose wrongly when I decided to become a muse. Until I can answer this question, I shall remain true to the calling I've always pursued, weaponsmithing. If in your kindness you could indulge me once more, and grant me a workshop in these lands, then I swear to you I shall make for you truly miraculous weapons, the likes of which these lands have never seen. But for now, let me tell you a story. Listen to the story. This truthful story was divined for me by a woman who had eyes on the palms of her hands. Once upon a time, the sorcerer Maka Abikara decided to become immortal. He started living his life with such purpose and determination that his essence would be imprinted on all of his future incarnations. Maka studied the arts and became a great conqueror. He consumed the flesh of his enemies and servants to gain their strength. At a feast, Maka once swallowed a whole tiger, and the beast rage and hunger burned in his veins. Until consumed by it, he ate himself. Years went by, and a young prince by the name of Purasav Vagba destroyed Maka's empire by slaying all of his generals. For Purasav was a reincarnation of Maka, bent on restoring the empire to its true glory. Eventually, Purasav was defeated in battle, and his empire died with him. But it was Maka Abikara who spawned a terrible race of Rakshasa, cunning beasts, half human, half animal. Trust me, for I've met these creatures many times. Maka always dreamed of leaving a mark on the world, and he did, but not in the way he expected. It was not on the battlefield that his name became immortalized, but in bed, surrounded by concubines. Each may be mistaken in choosing their own path, even the wisest of all. Perhaps I am destined to be your advisor or worthy one. I don't think so somehow. Or your lover. Definitely not. Go now, for I need to be alone to think upon my words. Okay. Dangerous levels of stupidity there. And what's in here? Nothing. All right. All right. So we've got one person there. The South Nile Marchers. Let's build her a shop if it lets us.
I'm hungry. When we stop.
That'll work. And a longhouse. Where's the longhouse? Alright. So we've got that. Now the Fae. Where are the Fae? We can claim that. So why don't we do so?
I require rest.
We shall indeed rest.
Hey, book kid. Want to hear a story about hunting a saber-toothed owlbear? That was a good hunt.
A saber-toothed owlbear? But Amiri, owlbears don't have teeth. They have beaks.
That's another we didn't claim yet, but we could have done.
I need to catch my breath.
Something's happening at the capital.
I'm hungry. When we stop?
Claim that. And we'll go on up to Broadford.
Why don't we set up camp?
Can you butt people with your horns?
I certainly can. And I'm prepared to demonstrate. I'm a curious little bard.
So into Thornford and talk to our lad. Was it Sherelle or was it Kimo?
Onwards!
What did you want to tell me? Sherelle looks around nervously. I beg your forgiveness, your grace, for making you come all this way to our distant region. There are too many guards in the palace that were chasing me recently. The thing is, I think I know who wrongfully accused me. There's a traitor, a tailor in the capital. His name is Moralon. He has the reputation of a brilliant master, so I want to become his apprentice. But when I went to his workshop, in his workshop I saw things which alarmed me very much. Vests, shoes, gloves, all made from reptile skin. But the pattern was distinct. I've only seen that pattern on lizard folk, intelligent beings who also live in the Stolen Lands. And well, kind of dead now. As far as I know, I tried asking Moralon about it. But he threw me out in the cold, and when I tried to start my own business and open the workshop, literally driven out of the capital. You hardly take my word for it, but it's true. A master tailor in the capital is butchering lizard folk to make clothes for their skins. I'm no tracker, I can't go hunting down Moralon's poachers, but you could. If only you could make those, find those murderers in the marches, and bring some evidence. The guards will take this seriously, and we'll raid the capital. Alright, I'll find them. Alright, that's fine. Right, we can get out of there. Next up. Over there towards Six Bears Camp.
I need to catch my breath.
I'm sure you do. Someone on the road.
Rest would be welcome.
I lead. You.
Wow. Well, that was a little painful.
I will not falter.
Don't know what they were in need of. Well, they're done now. Oh! Got some lizard folk skins. Looks like we found your poachers.
I need to catch my breath.
So we need to go back here. Can get that on the way back to the castle though. Alright.
I'm hungry. When we stop.
And now we stop.
Octavia, show me that fire trick again. The one you did to entertain the children at the Capitol.
Seriously? You're not 5, you know. All right. I have to finish something, but then I'll show you.
And in we go. Probably going to be a fight here, so let's buff up.
I'm glad you called. I will see this through.
Inimosi travisi. Ona adayanam. Ona adayanam. Ona adayanam. Ba air rite.
Take out any poison. All good.
Please, do tell.
I wrote it like I saw it.
Right. Blur on all of us, Linz.
Na air orama. 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 Ala swa tam.
We don't have resist poison, what we do now?
Esmo, axe, yes. Be there, ormos.
Nice. That can go on me.
Ba air riti.
Don't need more blur. Large person.
Ba air riti.
And that'll be it. Who is it? It's them again? Well, let's go see. Undead. We'll handle these, no problem. Safe for now. Who's this? Nilak, as soon as you approach the camp, a bright-eyed girl in long skirt runs up to Amiri and gives her a big hug. Amiri, you're really alive? Oh. The girl sobs and wipes her eyes. Everybody said you were killed by the giants, but I always believed you survived. No one ever found your body. Amiri, I miss you so much. There now, stop crying. I'm alive and well. You know nothing can beat me. Here, meet each other. Nilak, this is Baron Yorkie the Barbarian. He's something like a new chieftain for me now. Yorkie the Barbarian, this is Nilak. She's the only decent person in my whole lousy tribe. Don't say that. Yes, the elders were mean to you, but you shouldn't blame the whole tribe. Having wiped her eyes, Nilak presses her hands against her chest and bows before you. I am Nilak, Songkeeper of the Six Bears. We must be the ruler of these lands. You must be the ruler of these lands. Forgive us for intruding on your domain, but we... Wait, really? Amiri interrupts her. You're really the Songkeeper now? That's great. Since when? Nilak gives her a sad smile. I always wanted to be one. While you were learning to fight, I learned the legends. While you were training with a sword, I trained with a tambourine. But I was initiated during your funeral feast, Amiri. When we were saying goodbye to you and your party, I sang at the funeral pyre. My heart broke in pain. Desna whispered to me and told me how I could turn this pain to power. Even the rocks and stones cried over the fallen when they heard my song that night. So you're a bard? Great, me too. We should share some songs when we have time. You can tell us what they sing in your tribe and I'll tell you all about Amiri's feats. I'd like that, said Nilak. Nice to meet you, Nilak. May both our tribes live in peace, we... Alright, who's this? An old grey-haired barbarian with a tattooed face interrupts her. Nilak, who are you chatting with? Wait. He takes a close look at Amiri's face and suddenly starts to yell, pointing his crooked finger at her. You, pariah, freak! After all you did, you still have the nerve to come and show your ugly face here. Captain Akea, this is Baron Yorkie the Barbarian. We're in his lands now. Please soften your heart. Maybe he can help us. A Baron? That's something like a chieftain, right? You don't look like one. Well, whatever. I am Akea, chieftain of the Six Bears tribe, and I need you to give me this dirty scumbag. He points his finger at Amiri. Amiri's no longer one of your tribe. She's with me now. So if you need something from her, you'll have to speak with me first. You have no idea what a venomous snake you've invited into your tent. Listen to me and I'll tell you. From the dawn of time, our tribe lived by the old ways. Everyone had a place, a job to do. Men crafted and went hunting. Women bore children and kept the huts clean. These are the ways set by our ancestors and we do not change it. But then this upstart girl wants to match herself against men. She passed the warrior's initiation. She went hunting. Well, there's truth in the saying nothing good comes from a woman with a sword. She's done fine for us, don't you worry about it. Neighbour tribes laughed at us. Look, there's the second chieftain in the tribe. Soft chieftain. Girl chieftain. Must be the end of the Six Bears. And they were right. She brought disaster upon our whole tribe. Once a gang of giants came to our lands, they scared our prey, attacked our huntsmen. So we decided to deal with them. We sent a group and she went along. For a long time we waited for this group to return, and then when they went searching for them, even longer, but all we found were their dead bodies. Giants killed them, everyone except her. And then things got even worse. Have you seen these monsters? An evil spirit sent them. The ghost of a giant. He's the one who chased us from our lands. He chased us through all of Numeria. Even now he's somewhere nearby. Maybe he's just over the hill. He chases us, kills our people, and always says the same thing. Bring the thief to me. Find Amiri. The chieftain turns to Amiri, his face red with anger. He shouts, slobbering in her face. Now you understand, that's what your dreams have cost us. You brought a curse on our tribe, pariah. Now hand me over your weapons, and get yourself to the women's hut. That is your place. It always was and always will be. We'll feed you to the ghost, and maybe then he'll leave us alone. And at least you'll atone for a tiny part of your guilt. Yeah, hit him. In reply, he made a headbutts the chief. That was a fist, not a head. Breaking his nose with a sickly crunch. Paying no heed to Nilak's squeal, and growling in anger, she leaps upon him, punching the old man's face. Chieftain spits blood and struggles to speak. Amira grabs a sword. You realise that murder will follow quickly. Yeah, do it, Amira. Finish him off. Amira plunged her sword into the chief. Well, that's one that wasn't a sword, but never mind. The chieftain's chest. She breathes heavily, staring at the old man as he falls on his knees before her. Then she looks around the campsite, and all the barbarians who witness the scene, Nilek included, dash inside their huts. Panting heavily and swaying like a drunk, Amiri approaches you and puts her bloody hand on your shoulder. That old goat said some evil spirit must be somewhere nearby. Let's go. We find him and we kill him. And then we make them all go back where they came from. I don't owe them nothing. Nothing. And never. I don't want to see them ever again. Right, well, let's go then.
I won't be.
I'm not afraid.
Out of my way!
We got a bunch of them. Right, you get some of this done. Well, they're proving a little difficult. Let's sort some stuff out here.
Quickly!
Get your skillies out. Drop another of these. Lindsay.
They go down!
Me.
Run them through!
I'm down.
The end!
Lindsay. Means confusion.
Taste my fury.
It's another 15. Canra again.
Going to hurt.
Nope. Need to get one of them out of the way. Octavia.
Consider me provoked.
Lindsay. Can we get some of that down, maybe?
Yes.
It should be down.
Magritium Turimus.
Burn.
Alright, you're going down, bit by bit.
This is for you! Serves you right.
Alright, what else? Get one of them on. There we are. Tell the tribe of the result. That's it, we're done with your evil spirit. We cut him into pieces and cast him to the wind. You didn't even try to speak with him. Amiri, We already fought and killed him many times. It's no use, he always comes back. Oh, Mary, why do you always slash first and think later? I was supposed to do lay on the ground for him and let him eat me. And like a Midi's right, there was no time to talk. There's no way you're punishing me. Okay, Midi's predictable. What about you, chieftain? You must realise every deal starts in negotiation. At least you could have tried. He like shakes her head in disappointment. Amiri, I hoped so much that after we found you, everything would be better. What should we do now? You don't like something? Come on, speak up so I can hear. Amiri bellows with unexpected anger. Nilak matches her anger. I'll tell you what I don't like. You left me. Thanks to you, I realised a woman can do something much bigger than scraping hides and cooking stew. I hoped you would become chief, and I'd be your advisor, and together we'd change the ways of the tribe. But instead you just disappeared, without even saying goodbye. I had nothing left but to become Akaya's advisor. Who led this tribe through the whole Unweary? Who do you think? Who negotiated with the other tribes? And who lived in the woman's hut all this time serving dinner to the chieftain? And now we found you, you ruin everything. Now the chieftain is dead. Who will be chief now? Will he even listen to me? Or will he be like you, letting his fist decide everything? Will this be the end of the tribe? Maybe he had her reasons for doing what she did. No doubt about that, and she didn't think about anything else except her reasons. Congratulations, Amiri. You're just like a real man from the Six Bears. You only think about yourself. You use your fists whether you need to or not, and then you leave it to the women to sort out your mess. So that's how you talk now, huh? You want me to tell you why I smashed this old mushroom's face, and why I fled? I'll tell you, listen now, you wanted it. The war party I went with, you think we went to fight the giants? I thought so too. I was so happy, I was a fool. We did not go there to kill giants, Nilak. We went there to kill me. They thought giants would eat me up, and they won't have to get their hands dirty. But I came back, alive, and with this sword. I thought no one would dare say that Amiri wasn't a real fighter, but they just laughed in my face and said that if the giants didn't kill me, the frost would. Then they left me alone in the wilderness without food or tent. And when I understood why, when I saw what this hunt was for, it was then, for the first time in my life, I felt real age. Yes, Nilak, don't turn away now. Look in my eyes. I killed them all with this sword. I'm not a thief, Nilak. I'm much worse. I'm a kinslayer. You know what? I don't care. They deserved it. Our whole damn tribe can go to the Dragon's Maw. And me too? What? Do I deserve to die? Should I go to the Dragon's Maw too? Well, the way you were carrying on, maybe you should. No, you. This wasn't what I meant. You're not like them. I'm part of this tribe, Amiri. If you don't want to help me, save it. You better leave. I'll manage without you. I'll ask the Tiger Lords for help. Amiri spits on the ground, then grabs your hand in her iron grip and drags you away without saying another word. Well. Sisters, eh? Sisters. We'll end it there for today. We'll make our way back here and then to the castle next time. Don't know where the Fae are right now. Well, that's they're probably around here somewhere. And so I've been Yorkie the Barbarian, you've been wonderful, and this has been Pathfinder Kingmaker. Bye now.